Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is September 12th of 2024. It's Thursday. The time is 8 p.m. It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 degrees Celsius. And what did we forget yesterday? Yesterday was 9/11. So let's have a moment of silence for all those that lost their life on the terrorist attack on that day in 2001. So let's give a couple of seconds silence here. You know, people forget, and it's not right to forget, because a lot of people lost their lives, and a lot of firefighters and stuff were in there trying to rescue everybody. So let's never forget that date. So today we're going to do updates. Something that was dead is alive, and I couldn't believe it. And then Steve from Steve's Backyard Bonsai asked if I could do a big chop on my Datura, my Angel's trumpet, because it was a little taller. It was about that. Well, let's show you it right here, because he wanted to know if it would back bud. So it was that tall, so I chopped it all the way down. Steve, if you're watching, you can see where, and it does back bud, and you can see the shoots coming out from the bottom there. So this is an easy bonsai tree to work with. Now, let's put this guy over here for the time being. Now the two cuttings that I rooted, this is the top portion of the cutting that I took. It's in there solid like a rock. This rooted, and that was on 8/18 of 2024 when I stuck it. So you can get a fast, thick trunk from an angel trumpet vine and short in a little pot. That's an egg pot. So go for it. If somebody's got a Datura, ask them if you can get a trunk like this. And all I did was dip it a little rooting hormone. And then the top of this one, because you can see where the lipstick is, the top of this one, I put it in the feed bowl. And you can see it's rooting. It's starting to grow, but I'm going to put this outside because I had it in the basement. I forgot to put it out. But you can see they root. This was on the dry side, but it still took off. Now, that which was dead is alive. Now, the squirrel took the acorn out and ravished it, and I thought this thing was dead. It was just a piece of shell down there. The top was all cut off, so I stuck a piece of what do you call it? Lilac in there to see if that would root, but it didn't root. And then, because I thought it was rooting, and then lo and behold, this thing started growing from the root again. Would you believe that? Now, I looked in my book, and I made sure, because there's a tree halfway down the block. It's got the same thing, so the squirrels must have been taking acorns from it. And as you can see, it is a chestnut oak. So that's something. But now, because you can see how the leaves are, it's not a red oak, because the big leaves are like this. Unless I have to give it a little bit of fertilizer, it needs a little bit of iron. Let me show you more. But it's getting a nice curve to it, and it's all natural. Let me get the book out of the way. And you can see how it took off from that dead piece of shell that was there. Whatever was cut off and the shell took out, whatever was in there, it grew back. And it grew. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I can't believe it. So, never give up on your plants. And I gave up on it, and I got the holder. I got to cover that in. And I put that big stick in there, and this one took off. And this is a rooted cutting, and that's a trunk you get. So hey, go for it. Just go for it. You never know what you can get, and these root easily, and you can see how nice it rooted. You can see the lipstick there, real nice. And yes, Steve, it back buds. Look how nice now. Now, I'm glad I took his advice, because now I got a real nice short tree and new leaders growing, so we're going to let all this stuff grow and get healthy and go from there. So today is Thursday. It's a short video. It's book night. Grab yourself a good book. If you got something you can't figure out what it is, get yourself an identification book and go through it. Or just get a book and sit back and relax for a half hour. Shut the TV off, shut the phone off, shut the YouTube off, the computer off, and just read a book for a half hour. At least a half hour. Relax your mind. Enjoy your reading. And get a book, not these e-books where you still got that electronics in your eyeballs, getting your brain all goofed up. Get a regular book, stick it in your hand, turn the page, a little cup of tea, sit in your easy chair, relax, read a book. Take care, everybody.